Hi guys, and welcome to the Rainbow Six Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present the video highlights of the match between RazaH Company and Unwanted during the Six Invitational 2025. Want to remind that you have opportunity to support the channel on the Patreon page. Find the link in the description or in the comments. Enjoy.
Deep at the bottom of the stairs to be caught out by a similar story here. It's a good caution being shown. We are half the way through this round though. We've got to start seeing the kills coming on through, and SDK, not being finished off earlier, comes back and gets revenge on Atom.
Yeah, that's the big problem. They had to deal with that because now you've got a pulse underneath with Nitro still in hand and Unwanted. What do? Do they commit an extra man to go down there? Maybe an extra two? SCK doing some serious damage. I said that RazaH needed to be getting a bit more out of Bassetto, a bit more out of SCK, and he has certainly delivered on the pulse in round one.
Must have an idea on where his man is as well. These two coming into a 1v1, but both looking slightly the wrong way. Gonna charge his way through, and the headshot comes in. SDK having a wonderful first round, Tim. 3 kills on the pulse, completely dismantling this attack from Unwanted, and then they're trying to pick up scraps at this point. Gaveni onto another. Worth reminding you, Tim, last time they played this map, Gaveni, in the first 4 attacks, got 4 multi-kills in a row. If anyone can save this round for them, it's going to be him.
I've got to be honest, I'll be amazed if Unwanted come away with this. None of the work has been done towards site. They're playing in towards toxic babes. Walls haven't been opened. The players are separated. They're trying to work their way back together. You've got one on warehouse. You've got one inside a connector. RazaH take them both down. That's going to be an opening round for the Brazilians. So this is going to be all about trying to find those roamers, trying to track them down, trying to make life a nightmare. It's going to be Perez taken out by Hot and Cold for the entry. Live manages to find one in response.
They've got to work with. This could be really painful if they can't make this execute work.
Yeah, Unwanted are just stalling out a little bit here. It feels they're starting to get that vertical work done, but there's 30 seconds left to go. Flashry manages to pick up one. The trade is there, but with a player up on the top floor, Unwanted have got some real work to do now. It's STK again doing the damage. Manages to get a double. That's 5 in 2 rounds. He is going big for RazaH.
Oh, this is looking a bit too easy, but Dream is in and found one. Problem is, Tim, no diffuser, 10 seconds, 2 players to go. It's all too easy for RazaH.
Might just give him a little bit of freedom, but as Hot and Cold gets aggressive up onto the catwalk, Atom's going to join from the other side. And Flashry's in a dangerous position here. Spirits manages to take down Perez. Flashry has no option but to run away, and Unwanted, they're starting to build a little bit of momentum.
Much better. 3-4 players involved in this push, and they are punishing RazaH Company Academy. It doesn't matter what they do. Live gets one back onto Gaveni, but the damage is done, Tim. He's found 2 in the round. Hot and Cold with a goo mine in his foot will go down here, but that's what I'm talking about. More trade play. Spirits capitalizing off his teammates' aggression, and now Live is all alone.
Get that diffuser down. That's your next key. Live is trying to get anything going that he can. Where's the support? It's Atom. He's up above, and he manages to close it out.
Could be that X factor. Of course, he's got the tracks. There's a lot of soft flooring on this top side. They can do a lot of work. But look at that, a straight walk up Cargo Hall. They lose one, but Spirits is there for the trades.
SCK still manages to do some damage before he is taken out. Perez joins the party, taking Gaveni out as well.
Fine. Look, we've got one bottleneck here, boys. We need to do something. Let's go and find a kill from below, but Spirits has got to make something happen soon. Great kill from Dream as well, removing an angle from deep in IT so as not to expose himself.
Yeah, just provides that little bit of aggression that Unwanted maybe need to get them moving. Atom, he's kind of locked on catwalk at the minute, and again with 30 seconds, I use that term stalling out. It's something Unwanted need to make sure they don't do, and they're not doing this time, as Atom manages to find another, the pressure mounts. 2v2, the Spirits manages to find Live. 1v2 now. RazaH trying to hold on. It's all up to Bassetto. 1 toxic babe remaining. Can he make it? No! Atom goes in, gets the kill, and Unwanted find a second round.
Inside of IT, doesn't want to push this pillar player.
SCK continuing to do a great job through this game. Perez teaming up with him there as well and managing to find that opening kill.
Watch Electric Door and pick you off as you step up to challenge it. So I would like to see them being a little bit more spread out right now. You have got Dream watching Cargo stairs and a bit of a flank watch, and Atom's now starting to threaten the site itself. They've done well, but RazaH have still got 2 or 3 players up above.
SDK is going to take a bunch of damage there as these two keep on clashing, but so is Gaveni. And again, you look at that clock up at the top of your screen, those seconds are ticking by, and the kills keep raining in for RazaH Company Academy, but Atom manages to to find an advantage. 3 versus 2, and Unwanted are starting to take over the site. It's all up to STK. He's already shown us heroics, but will show us no more. 5 players are out to that same side. Even if they're split between Connector and IT, it means that they can just start focusing up in that one direction. They can start dumping utility out like that Nitro over the top takes down Hot and Cold, and they don't need to worry about that flank. They don't need to worry about that rear side. It's all going to be guns up. Spirits has, though, managed to take that catwalk position. So, with 25 seconds left to go, this one hangs in the balance.
And STK's found himself another. It's Dream falling by the wayside. Gaveni into another. This push here is so crucial. Gaveni into a second, playing behind the shield of Spirits. But Tim, it's a 2v3 with 10 seconds to go. They've got to net some kills. One more goes their way. They've also got to recover the diffuser. Sees the shadow on the ground, knows that he's close. We're going to have to see amazing cover, but no! Gaveni has fallen. Won't have a chance to get the last. Almost got there.
Opportunity to dump it out there and see what he can find, though.
You say that. Oh, there you go. Dream. What a dream start to the round. The Maverick taken offline. His work gets that entry. Great start.
SCK is going to be able to work his way up the backside here, and even though he's caught in that F-Nat, manages to take down Gaveni. 4 versus 4 with a minute left to go, and live, he keeps things rolling for RazaH. This is not great for Unwanted. 3 versus 4 as one gets taken down with a nade.
I was going to say, we're not with the 3 players left here as well. The insta-track coming in, which means all that soft flooring below him. It's like lava, Tim, and Perez going to capitalise off the back of the trap with Live putting in pressure from below. It's a 4v2 for RazaH, attacking really well here.
They're working pretty much exclusively from Connector and Electrical, though, and that could be a big problem for them because they're going to find themselves funneled into the shotgun of Hot and Cold. He manages to hit one with a Nitro, will be flashed out, but he's there, ready for the challenge. That is a good idea from RazaH. We see the Flores moving around to go through Electrical. They're looking for the pinch on Hot and Cold.
And they've also got Live coming up the backside as well. This is what Unwanted didn't really do, Tim. The spread out is good from them, but in that time, Unwanted have found one. Spirits. C4, I think you can hear on the ceiling above him at this point, ready to rip when the time comes in. Still with 2 more to play behind. There we go. With him being alive, even on a slither of HP.
Has absolutely no idea, but Sonky knows that he's gone on to the throne. It's as easy as that. Flashtree taken down, and a quiet game for Flashtree continues. 5 versus 3, Unwanted.
Big one as well. STK died at about the 1:35-second mark. Oh, Atom, you little rat. We've got the flank going down. No, he'll go for free. Almost managed to get away with it as well, but Live has found him first. They don't manage to stick the plant though, Tim, and that's pretty crucial for Unwanted. They've still got the numbers advantage. It's a 2v4. They've got vertical control. One of the guns is a Monty. This is Dream territory. Scare Dream away. That's what he wants to say. C4 coming out low. It's going to find Flashtree.
Too easy.
Too easy. They were ready for the round to go through. The wall has been made soft, which is what?
Just hold these positions. They don't need to run away necessarily because they've got that man advantage.
Perez has managed to get up to electric door here as well, but here comes that potential backstab tip. A Dream! They've done with everything! Gaveni with a 2 has completely eviscerated this backstab coming out from RazaH Company Academy. Basetto with an all to do. Might see the head of one. The recoil, he misses his shots. All 5 players still up and Unwanted. And sadly, Tim, that tack timeout has done nothing to help them here. He'll stop the flawless, he'll find a second, but at this point, it feels like KD padding.
As well, he's able to open things up with the Cage shotgun. TSG just get those lines of sight that he wants and just rain down a bit of support. There you go, he peeks around the corner, manages to get one. 4 versus 1, it looks almost certain. The Unwanted will close out the first map. 9 laps goes to the North American side.
As expected, Tim.
The base siege. 3 rounds on the attacking side. It's a halfway between the 2 on the first half. Swapping and then Unwanted absolutely take off. Spirits and Gav were incredible in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, if you're starting out your main stage performance 12-4, especially out of Spirits, I mean, you got to feel really good with the EPS of 146. Now, I did highlight Flashtree that he said this was a moment for him that he's going to take in, he's going to soak, that he's going to make the most out of this moment. I need him coming alive going into this next map. His team needs him. You cannot be putting up a 1-in-10 performance with a 20% cost.
See that banned out by one of the 2 teams, and sure enough, it's RazaH Company Academy themselves taking that 2 Barao away.
Final ban will come in, locked immediately. That's going to be the Azami.
Shock.
I did just realise I could like kind of look down at He's done exactly what I wanted to see. It was hot and cold previously on the clash that we're so unwanted, holding that desk position and just making it a nightmare for people to move through there. As it is, Live has recognised that. He's opened it up with the book, but the problem really now for RazaH Company is that Unwanted have opened things up. They've taken down Perez. That's your Thatcher gone. They've got the breakdown that they need, but it's too easy. Gaveni gets it. It's absolutely laden with experience. They're going to give him absolutely nothing here because they know they don't need to. It's practically. I was going to say it's time to take your hands, off the mouse and keyboard, but Gaveni says, you know what? I'm going to stick around, make it 3. He's having a field day on the Legion.
God, I wish I could shoot like that. I spoke about Gaveni back on the last map. He isn't always going nuclear in the lights, but when you need him most, he steps up and goes big. One of those players that I think a few people that saw it have looked at and said, but massively underrated.
He's giving out a little bit of a clash masterclass here. Absolutely burning through second after second. Perez does manage to take down Gaveni. That's a big moment for RazaH Company, but the question is, have they taken too long? They still haven't dealt with hot and cold.
Every single player's up on this top floor at this point for Unwanted. They smell blood, Tim, and they want it. They're down a player, but they're doubling down on the aggression because they can see the clock starting to become the 6th man. Down to the last 40 seconds. Now we see RazaH Company dropping in. They've got control of at least one of those hatches and are able to start hitting the site, but they haven't yet got rid of this clash up on the top floor.
Just going to be seeking now. Atom on the flank, potentially. Has a little think about it. Won't make the challenge. Dream does find Basetto, though. 4 versus 3, 4 versus 2, as all of a sudden, as much as it was going well for Unwanted, it starts to fall apart. The plan is going down. They won't have time.
Around the map. And so I like the use of it here as well to try and take some utility away from the other side. See Hot and Cole's still dug in up top as well, trying to cause a bit of bother. Live's got in and got the entry, and Timber Plant's going down here, and there's still 9 players alive.
Going to be an easy stop there for Unwanted as Spirits is on the rear side, manages to find Perez. So that will take the planter down, put the diffuser on the ground for the time being. Blastery low health as well. That is not ideal for the North American side as Gaveni will hit his own, takes down Spirits, and there's a lot of missed shots coming out of Hot and Cold there, leaving us now 4 versus 2. Basetto is going to confirm that plant this time around. That is going to be now all up to Gaveni, working his way back against the clock. But Live,
a bit of a headache incoming.
Looking to get aggressive and move on him, but Dream says, no thank you, not today. He's going to take down STK, and that is a big, big loss for RazaH Company Academy, losing that Blackbeard, but Perez is there on the finger. A line across side, and they've just dug in. They're just going to hold those positions now, looking out towards Mask, because they know that's where the majority of pressure is going to have to come from. Atom manages to pick up Basetto, and they're trying to get themselves on him from Ops Corridor here, but it's going to be tough as Atom manages to find a second. Live does take down the low HP Spirits, but 3v2 and time is ticking by. Now, that's going to be a big first step for RazaH.
And then clear it from below if they need to. The problem is, Tim, with it being on the below, that's where the site is. You can't just walk in there and make use of it. So that mirror is going to require some gadgetry to be removed. It's going to be the Selmas coming out to start that one being forced back. But with this, Basetto has fallen too. They've lost a player. They've lost a lot of utility. And Tim, they're starting to lose time. We're halfway through the round.
STK is just looking to get aggressive here as he hooks around the corner. He finds himself staring at one of those mirror windows. Gaveni peeks around the corner, finds his kill, and that is a serious advantage to him. RazaH Company Academy have got problems all over the map.
This is where I start to worry for them, Tim, as I feel Unwanted have done their homework. They know how they play this map in the same way they knew it back on Lair. And Unwanted in this round just do not have the tools, as you say, to get the job done. Selmas might work for one, it won't work for the rest. Dream nets himself for 2K, the hero of Boston. Going big when required. I say required, it wasn't really needed to be fair to him. They're in a 5v1. Absolutely dominating RazaH Company Academy since they sort of figured things out after round 1. Yes, they fell a little bit short for the next 2 rounds, but since then they have forced all their way back.
With the breaching, going to be the Habani of Basetto that manages to start working on that wall a little bit. Perez does manage to get the entry, 5 versus 4, and what we've seen quite often, I was going to say from RazaH Company Academy, is being able to double down on those entries, being able to get themselves an advantage, but Unwanted started the fight back. However, it will be ended.
There it is.
Picks one's up with an EDD, but it's 3v2. Atom in such a key position, and they know he's there.
Another flash coming out as well. Really good use of them so far. Forced him away momentarily. Had to go aggressive here and brings down Live. The book removed, but the trade is there. Flashtree circling round to his man. And Tim, who else would it need to be than Dream in a 1v2?
25 seconds left for Dream to hold on. He's going to be flashed out, which tells me they know exactly where he is. This is going to be tough. Does he see his man? No, he can't quite see it. The plant's going down. A beautiful first. Second! How's about that for a Dream?
Quickly becoming RazaH. Price for it. Here we go. Making use of that light screen to get the cross on towards stairs and pushing up deep, but no! It expires. They see him at the top and they manage to get the down. A 1-for-1.
Dream does pick up Perez along the way though, and he goes for a second. Been dealt with.
There's also the problem where Bazetto's tucked in by Mask Warner because they haven't opened it to him. He can largely sit here. Here we go, and the challenge he did from Hot and Cold finds his man for free. And now that smoke has expired, they might be able to get a plant down. But look at that, 2 kills out of nowhere. Flashtree all by himself here, gets a wicked shot. Hot and Cold has gone deep, but he's now trying to push in towards him at the same time. But can he hold on? Brings out one more, but the trade is there from Adam. Back over onto that Blackbeard. As we've now seen him 1,000 times over, also making use of the E1D, and no, Perez can't get the side swipe, can't stop the kills from raining in. Bazetto might get one, but there's an immediate trade.
It's a big problem that RazaH Company have got now. His confidence is up on the side of Unwanted. They're feeling themselves. They know they can get these kills, and get them they will. Diffuser down, Atom finds live, 4 versus 1. It's all up to Flashtree once again. He steps around the corner, he gets cut down by Spirits. There's just going to be so much work coming for RazaH Company to be able to close this one out. Dream will start looking to get aggressive, but it's STK to open things up. RazaH Company looking good as Bazetto gets onto the flank, takes 2 down. 5 versus 2 now, and surely at least a starting point for RazaH Company Academy.
This is what they've been hoping to avoid, Tim. Let's not forget with the Dokkaebi, with the Nomad, with the Gridlock. There are so many ways that you can deal with these cheeky little swings. You really shouldn't be getting blindsided by players like that, but Bazetto has gone big in what feels like his first big round of the game, to be fair. Future's down inside the side, as you saw from our pip just a second ago, but not like it matters, Tim. This could be a flawless round, and what a response it would be from RazaH Company Academy.
It's exactly what they need, and not a minute too late. Realistically, Bazetto manages to do just that. Flashy taking out that utility. You're going to hear the Dokkaebi calls coming on through, and it's too easy for Atom. 1 kill of 5 that will see Unwanted continue.
They're going to have to go all in here.
They're certainly setting themselves up on multiple sides here, but you feel that RazaH Company Academy might just be able to hold on. 15 seconds left to go, but no, Unwanted, they've got a little bit more to say about this. 4 versus 2, 10 seconds, but Perez manages to get home. Tries to put the diffuser down, goes for the kill instead. 4 seconds left to go. He's going to have to get this case down. He has no chance. He takes
the play styles. And Unwanted knows how to play rock. RazaH Company, it was currently playing scissors, which is the aggressive style of play. There's just no way that RazaH Company was going to be able to break apart Unwanted unless they swap something up. And from what we were talking about them losing steam, when it came to the main stage, I think the nerves got the best of them, the inexperience got better of them, and that's what inevitably got them the loss against Unwanted.
Lesson is, leave your dreams in the hands of Dream, because the man was all over this series. Everybody here in Boston was loving him on the server. He was absolutely incredible to witness. A true Dream.
I mean, Dream said it, you know, everyone here as a team, they were all performing off each other. They weren't just focused on one person. Everyone showed up today, prepped and ready to go. And the stats speak for itself when you look across that line. Everyone is within range of one another. And then on the other side, they just, again, the steam just completely ran out. Nerves got to them. An unfortunate ending, but still, you got to give them props for making it this far where no one thought that they would even reach it to this stage.
I mean, I'm really happy for Dream with his performance because I previously picked him up. I saw something in him that I believe that he could be a tournament-winning player, and then he got dropped from OXG, and Unwanted gave him the opportunity.